Start. Dear student, let us talk about the systemic bacteriology. Today, I will start the topic of the systemic bacteriology, in which we will discuss the four groups of the bacteria: gram-positive foci, gram-positive bacilli, gram-negative foci, and gram-negative. So these are the four groups of the bacteria which are associated with different types of the disease. So today I will start gram positive foci. In gram positive foci, I will discuss the staphylococci. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let us differentiate what are the examples of the gram-positive foci. There are three types of the bacteria which are examples of the gram-positive foci: Staphylococci, Streptococci, and Streptococcus pneumoniae. Staphylococci, the word staphylococci is derived from the two Greek words staphyl, which means bunch or the grapes or the cluster-like structure. Coccus means a grain or berry-shaped structure. Staphylococcus. Let us differentiate between the staphylococci and streptococci. There are three types of the test which can differentiate between the staphylococcus and streptococcus. The morphology. The morphology of the staphylococcus is grape-like or the clusters or the group-like structure, while the morphology of the streptococci is shade-like structure. We perform a chemical test to differentiate between the two bacteria, Staphylococcus and Streptococcus. We perform a catalase test in which all Staphylococci are catalase test positive, while all Streptococci are catalase test negative. The third difference between the Staphylococcus and Streptococcus is that Staphylococcus are associated with the superficial type of the infections, while the Streptococci are associated with the deep type or the systemic type of the infections. What are the distinct features of the Staphylococcus? Are the popular features, are the general features, are the well-known features regarding the Staphylococcus? Staphylococcus first seen by the Robert Koch in 1876. First, these were cultivated in the liquid medium by Louis Pasteur in 1880. So named by Alexander Augustin in 1881. So this was named by the Alexander Augustin as a staphylococcus. Staphylococcus are the gram-positive cocci which belong to the category, arranged in the clusters, grapes, or the bunches, are facultative anaerobic organisms. Humans are the reservoir of the staphylococci. All staphylococci are the catalase positive organisms. This bacteria is widely present in the environment, very dangerous from the pathogenic point of view. Staphylococci are especially associated with the skin glands, sweat glands, and the mucous membrane type of the tissue and lead to the superficial type of the infections. Next, please. Staphylococcus produces golden colonies on the culture media. Staphylococcus produces a carotenoid by golden colony. Staphylococcus produces a carotenoid pigment called staphyloanthin, which imparts golden color to its color. It's known as the Arius. Arius is the English word which means golden. Nor is the main site of colonization of the Staphylococcus. 30% population are colonized with the Staphylococcus aureus. Cocci are the non-motile and non-spore forming organisms. Staphylococci ferment many times. All the cocci, either gram-positive cocci or the gram-negative cocci, or the non-motile. You must remember that I have told you a region of the cocci and the bacilli. Cocci and the bacilli were fast friends. So bacilli decided to get married, but the cocci refused to get married. So they decided to run away. Their parents were not happy, but the cocci refused because they were without the flagella or the non-motile organs, so they can't run, so they refuse to get married. So gram-positive cocci, either gram-positive cocci or the gram-negative cocci, these all are the non-motile organisms. Staphylococcus aureus is the most virulent species of the Staphylococcus. There are three species of the Staphylococcus: Staphylococci aureus, Staphylococci epidermidis, Staphylococci saprophytes. These names are according to their production of the colonies. For example, Staphylococcus aureus produces golden type of the colony, so it is known as the Staphylococcus aureus. Some of the species produce the white type of colonies, so these are that species is known as the Staphylococcus epidermidis. And third one is species produce the lemon type colonies that is known as the Staphylococcus saprophytes. Staphylococcus aureus is a virulent or the pathogenic species of the Staphylococcus associated with the skin glands and mucous membranes. One third human population supports the colonization of the Staphylococci. So these are designated as the carrier of the Staphylococcus. Staphylococcus aureus is a coagulase positive organism. What is coagulase? It is an enzyme that causes plasma to fill up the activated thrombin to form the thrombin, then catalyzes the activation of the fibrinogen and form the fibrin. The species of the Staphylococcus, as we discussed, there are three types of the species of the Staphylococcus: Staphylococci aureus, Staphylococci epidermidis, Staphylococci saprophyticus. Next, please. Antigens present in the cell wall of, we will discuss the Staphylococcus aureus, protein A. What are the function of the protein A? Are uses of the protein, major protein present in the cell wall of the Staphylococcus aureus is the most virulent factor. Number two. Protein A is an anti-phagocytic, means it prevents the phagocytosis of the bacteria. How it is anti-phagocytic? Protein A binds to the Fc portion, constant portion of the IgG at complement binding site, thereby prevent activation of the complement. So due to the low activation of the complement, so there is no formation of the C3b or the opsonine. So no opsonization means there is no there is no phagocytosis. So this is an anti-phagocytic factor and major protein present in the cell wall of the Staphylococcus aureus. Protein A is also used in the certain tests like Lebardi because it binds to the IgG to form the coagulate antigen antibody complexes, while coagulate negative staphylococcus do not produce protein A. So there are two functions of the protein A. It is antiphagocytic function and number two, it is used in certain laboratories for coagulation tests. Second virulent factor, teichoic acid, is mediates adherence of the staphylococcus to the mucosal cells. So this is a factor which helps in the pathogenesis of the bacteria. Number third, polysaccharide capsule. Staphylococcus are in some species possess a capsule composed of the polysaccharide. It will act as a also virulent factor. It is also a pathogenic factor. So there are 11 serotypes of polysaccharide careful based on the antigenicity of the careful polysaccharide. But the type 5 and 8 are responsible for the serious type of the infection. Number 5. Peptidoglycan layer. This possesses the endotoxin-like properties but do not possess the endotoxin as it is possessed by the gram-negative bacteria. This peptidoglycan layer which possesses the endotoxin property stimulates the macrophage which produce the cytokines which activate the complement which lead to the coagulation cascade which lead to the clinical effects like the DIC or the disseminated intravascular coagulation which is detected by a D-dimer test. Mechanism. What is the mechanism of the endotoxin? Endotoxin actually activates the macrophage, activates the complement system, activates the tissue factor, activate the macrophages that release the three types of the cytokines, interleukin 1, which is associated with the fever, tumor necrosis factor, which is associated with the fever and hypertension, nitric oxide, which is associated with the hypertension. Actually, the complement, two of the complements which are known as the N-phyllotoxins are produced C3A and C5A. C3A associated with the hypotension plus edema, while C5A is chemotactic factor, neutrophil chemotactic factor. Endotoxin also activates the tissue factor, which causes the disturbance in the coagulation cascade, which leads to the DIC, disseminated intravascular coagulation. The DIC is best diagnosed by a test which is known as the D-dimer test. Next, please. Transmission of the Staphylococcus aureus. As I told you that humans are the only reservoirs of the Staphylococcus. Humans are the factory of the Staphylococcus. Nose is the main site of colonization. Approximately 30% of the people are colonized with this organism. So this is a very virulent or the pathogenic bacteria which is associated with the different type of superficial type of infections. Next, please. Sources which transmit the infection. How infection is transmitted? How Staphylococcus aureus transmit the infection? Yeah, how infection of the Staphylococcus aureus is transmitted? Hospital personnel, patients inhabited with the organism. If a patient is suffering from any type of the disease, he is admitted in the hospital for the treatment purpose. So he is good to some different type of and contact, shedding of the organism from the open wounds. If a patient suffering from the open wounds, injured wounds, then Staphylococcus aureus continuously the shedding from those type of these wounds. Fomites such as the towels, pillowcase, bed sheets, and the patient at high risk for the spread of the infection. Rest of the patients are the people who suffer from the Staphylococcus aureus infections means three discord. Family members with wives. If anyone family member suffering from the wives, it is a good source of the spread of the infection. Compromised immune system. Reduced humoral immunity, including low level of the antibody complement of the infection. Patients suffering from the diabetes mellitus means debilitated patients. IV drug use, especially these are more prone to be these type of infections. Due to the safety students and infections. Patients with chronic glomerular disease characterized by defect in ability of the neutrophil to kill the bacteria. Next, please. Predisposing factors which lead to the Staphylococcus aureus infections. What are the factors which lead to the Staphylococcus? skin infections. Injury to the skin or the mucous membrane, which will lead to the abrasions, trauma, accidental or the surgical, burns, and the insect bites. Metabolic abnormalities which are associated with the staphylococcus aureus, diabetes mellitus, and the bulimia. Next, please. Foreign bodies, IV cannula, catheters, cardiac and orthopedic prosthesis, and the tracheostomy. So these are the factors which are associated with various infections. Next, please. Abnormal leukocyte function. What are the disease? What are the disease which lack the granulocyte series of the WBC cells lead to the various type of the disease, which more prone to the infection disease, staphylococcus aureus. CHOPS syndrome, hyper IgG syndrome, Chilaiditi syndrome, steroid therapy, drug-induced leukopenia. These are the type of the conditions. These are known as the immunocompromised or immunity difference or the immune powers is different. Post-viral infections, influenza infections. In case of the miscellaneous infection, excessive alcohol consumption, malnutrition, malignancy, old age, and recent antibiotic therapy. Pathogenetic factors, factors which help in causation of the disease. What are the factors which lead to the Staphylococcus aureus infection? Surface antigen, polysaccharide A, protein A, next please, protein A. Enzymes, coagulase enzyme, hyaluronidase enzyme, fibrinolysis, protease, nucleases, lipases, staphylokinase. These are the type of the enzymes which are produced by the staphylococcus aureus. Toxins. What are the toxins which are produced by the Staphylococcus aureus? Why? Because Staphylococcus aureus is associated with the two types of the diseases, inflammatory mediated diseases and the toxin mediated diseases. So what are the toxins which are released by the Staphylococcus aureus? Hemolytic toxin, alpha toxin, are the leukocidin. Hemolysins, alpha, beta, or the gamma hemolysin. What are the function of the hemolysins? They destroy the RBC, neutrophil, macrophage, and the platelets. Enterotoxin associated with food poisoning. Toxic shock syndrome toxin it is associated with the scalded skin. Exfoliation skin syndrome, epidermolytic toxin, which causes the peeling of the skin. Yes. Now, let us know about the enzymes which are produced by the Staphylococcus aureus. Catalase enzyme features, it is important virulent factor because hydrogen peroxide is microhydrogen and catalase it degrades limits ability of the neutrophil to kill the microorganism. How? Catalase degrades hydrogen peroxide into the oxygen and into the water. Next, coagulase enzyme is an important virulent factor. This enzyme can lead to the fibrin formation around the bacteria, thus protecting it from the phagocytosis. Means it is a virulent factor, but it is an anti-phagocytic factor. How? Causes plasma to clot by activating the growth thrombin to form thrombin. This thrombin then catalyzes the activation of the fibrinogen to form the fibrin clots. This wall of the infected site, thereby retarding the migration of the neutrophils into the infected site or the chemotaxis of the neutrophil factor of the infected site. Clinical conditions produced by the Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus produces two types of the lesions. Superficial type जिसको pyogenic lesion कहते हैं, inflammatory immediate lesion कहते हैं. Staphylococcus aureus is actually associated with the superficial type of the infections. Infection invasion of the skin. कौन से लीजन होंगे? फरनकिल्स हो गया, सेलुलाइटिस हो गया, इम्पेटिगो हो गया और कार्बन किल्स हो गया. लंग्स में कौन सा इन्फेक्शन हो गया? नमूनिया हो गया, लंग एब्सेस हो गया. हार्ट में कौन सा इन्फेक्शन हो गया? एंडोकार्डाइटिस हो गया, पेरिकार्डाइटिस. सीएनएस में मेनिंजाइटिस हो गया, ब्रेन एब्सेस हो गया. बोन्स एंड जॉइंट्स में कौन सा इन्फेक्शन है? ऑस्टियोमाइलाइटिस हो गया और आर्थराइटिस हो गया. And number two group of the lesions due to the toxins, super antigens. एक होती है एंटीजन, दूसरा होती है सुपर एंटीजन. Antigen means normal antigen. When it is penetrated into the body or enters into the body, then it is processed by the macrophage and taken to the MHC2. In case of the super antigens, these are not processed by the macrophages, directly affect directly attached to the MSC2 and release the cytokines. कौन कौन से इन्फेक्शन है टॉक्सिन की वजह से? फूड पॉइजनिंग हो गया ड्यू टू द इंटीरोटॉक्सिन, टॉक्सिक शॉक सिंड्रोम हो गया ड्यू टू द टॉक्सिक शॉक सिंड्रोम, टॉक्सिन स्कारगेट. मिससेलुलर इन्फेक्शन, पेरोटाइटिस, inflammation of the parotid gland, septicemia, and enterocolitis. I have already told you that there are two types of the pulmonary which is frequently used in the microbiology. One is septicemia and other one is the bacteria. Bacteria means, what is the difference between these two terms? Bacteria means bacteria present in the blood without sign and symptom, without clinical feature, without multiplication. Septicemia, bacteria present in the blood with multiplication, with sign and symptom, with clinical feature. Clinical entities, diseases, lesions caused by the RS. Lesions are divided into two types: invasive, inflammatory, suppurative, pus-forming. And second one is the toxin-mediated lesion, which we discussed. Yes, skin lesions are common in case of the invasive, suppurative, are caused by the Staphylococcus aureus skin lesions. Yes. So let us see the pictures of the impetigo. A very good picture. But this is the picture. Surely, I think 101% that will be taken for the your static OSP. 100%. What are the questions which can ask from this impetigo question? Impetigo is highly contagious infection due to bacteria children age group. Skin rash which forms yellow crust on a face and limbs. So these are the features that can be included in the hospital. Yes. Furuncles, localized infection of the dermis, subcutaneous tissue surrounding the hair follicle. Clear cut. This showing the, I think the type of white containing pus. Next, please. Carbon kills. It is a cluster of the boils, common site are the back of neck and the buttocks. These mostly develop in diabetic patients. So carbon kills is a main clinical manifestation which occurs in the diabetic patients. Next, please. Boil. You see here, inflamed pus-filled area of the skin, usually mostly hair follicle. The common site, armpits, groin, like are the commonest signs. Folliculitis, infection of the hair follicles, type of the follicles which are filled with the pus. It is a clear-cut picture. So these are the type of the pictures. I surely 101% you will see in your static history. Disease is endocarditis. Endocarditis can occur in the normal heart without prosthetic. Prosthetic heart valves, especially right-sided endocarditis, in the case of the tricuspid valve. This is a dangerous disease to hear. A patient suffering from the tricuspid valve, especially prosthetic heart valve, in IV drug users, experience. Predisposing factors for Staphylococcus aureus, surgery, wounds, foreign body, severe neutropenia, IV drug abuse, chronic pulmonary disease, and the cystic fibrosis. Next, please. Conjunctivitis typically present with the unilateral burning eye pain, hyperemia of conjunctiva, purulent discharge. In case of the conjunctivitis, organism is transmitted by contaminated finger, and especially children which rub the finger with the eyes and transmit the infection by this way. Abscess can occur in any organism when organism circulates in the bloodstream. These abscesses are also known as the metastatic abscess because of the spread from the original. Toxic mediated lesion, food poisoning, enterotoxin, toxic shock syndrome, scalded skin syndrome, leukocytic toxin which kills the WBC cells or the leukocytes. Next, please. Food poisoning, gastroenteritis, which is caused by ingestion of the enterotoxin. Enterotoxin acts as a superantigen within the GIT to stimulate the release of the large amount of the interleukin-1 from the macrophage, interleukin-2 from the T helper cell. Features of the characteristic features of the food poisoning are the gastroenteritis caused by the staphylococcus, fraudulent vomiting, watery, non-biliary diarrhea, short incubator, 1 to 8 hours. These are the type of the BC2 post. Causes of the pyramidal वोमिटिंग क्यों होती है? स्टेप्टोकोकस इसके फूड पॉइजनिंग में cytokines released from the lymphoid cells stimulate enteric nervous system, activate vomiting center in the brain, which lead to the vomiting. Enterotoxin, responsible for the food poisoning, which is a superantigen, resistant to the stomach acid, plus enzyme from the stomach and duodenum. There are 6 immunologic types of enterotoxin around failed A, B, C, D, E, F, S, T. Toxic shock syndrome. Look at the picture of the toxic shock syndrome. Toxic shock syndrome is characterized by fever, hypotension, diffuse macular sunburn, light vision. So these are the toxic shock syndrome where people skin disease or the toxic shock syndrome. Persons more prone to the toxic shock syndrome. कौन से persons which are more prone to the tampon using menstruating women with open wound infections, patients with the laser. Exfoliation is called skin syndrome. Exfoliation means healing of the skin, especially this disease occurs in the children. Here is the healing of the skin. जैसे हम कीनू से खाद उठाते हैं, तो same way this is a disease which is occurring in the children. Exfoliation is called skin syndrome. Exfoliation is called skin syndrome. This syndrome occurs in the young children characterized. These are the type of the BCQ question. They are featured. These are Viva type of the question. Fever, large gula, erythematous macular dish, large areas of the skin sulcus, serous fluid exudate, electrolyte imbalance, hair and nail can be. So there are the two of the species of the staphylococci. These are known as the non-coagulated Staphylococcus epidermidis and Staphylococcus cephalocaicus. Staphylococcus epidermidis and cephalocaicus both are the coagulation negative. Staphylococcus epidermidis responsible for the nosocomial infection. Staphylococcus cephalocaicus responsible for the community-acquired infections. Staphylococcus epidermidis low biocin sensitive, while the Staphylococcus low biocin resistance. Epidermidis, they form the white type of the colony, while the Staphylococcus, they form citrus of the German type of the colony. Epidermidis, part of the normal human flora of the skin and the mucous membrane, enters into the bloodstream. Community acquired UTI, particularly sexually active young women, known as the honeymoon cystitis. Staphylococcus epidermidis infects the IV catheters, prosthetic implants, prosthetic heart valves, responsible for the endocarditis, vascular grafts, prosthetic joints, arthritis, major cause of sepsis, neonates, peritonitis, and patients with the renal failure, patients undergoing surgery, dialysis, fluid, indwelling catheter. It is a common bacteria causing the CSF shunt infection. Saprophyticus also associated with CSF shunt infection. That is dangerous BC2. Which one of the following bacteria associated with the CSF shunt infection? Laboratory diagnosis depends upon the type of the lesion, depends upon the site of the infection. This is a slide. So the slide of the ground system, we see the ground positive foci, three bacteria seen, foci in clusters, foci in chains, and foci in pairs, which are known as the nucleophile. So Systemic procedures is the first and foremost method throughout the world, still for the identification of the victim. Catalase test. All staphylococci are catalase test. We will take a solution of the catalase. Where the growth of the show the bubbles like structure. It means catalase test or next test. Coagulate test. This one. This will positive formation of the pillar. There is no formation. Test is negative. In case of the positive, there is formation. There are two types of the coagulate test. One is the slide test, other one is the tube coagulation test. We found no Bayesian sensitivity test. It is sensitive in case of the epidermidis, resistant in case of the Staphylococcus cephalocaicus. We will do the culture media on the blood agar. We will see a beta amyloid type of the problem. We will perform a screening device test. It is known as the mannitol salt agar, a selective media used for the screening for the Staphylococcus aureus. Thank you very much.
Stop recording.